we did a transaction last year, which was it was a five building industrial portfolio, and four of them were Class A, top-notch, LEED certified industrial, best in class. Great deal for us. We got a lot of, compared to maybe the GTA, there was a yield premium for those assets, but we also had to throw in fifth building, which is a B industrial building, had a bunch of vacancy, and we've been having a lot of success in filling that building, and better than we expected. So a pleasant surprise is to see the growth that's happening in this marketplace, specifically in that industrial box space.
I've done some deals as a broker, and those were actually relatively lucrative, so they would be good. But as a principal, we'd have two multifamily buildings here in Halifax that have been tremendously successful. One's on Spring Garden Road, one's on Quimple Road, which speaks to the old adage, location, location, location. Locations like that, it was hard to lose. And as it turns out, they've been spectacular investments, and it's done very well for our company. So those would be the two for me.
Well, my favorite deal in Atlantic Canada was the joint venture that we structured between Danny Williams and Plaza on his Galway lands. First off, it was an honor to get to work with Danny Williams, a man who I have a ton of respect for and who has done so much for his province. But secondly, it's going to be a real legacy asset for Newfoundland, and will be a huge amenity to the people who live and work there. I just heard today that they got Costco, which is going to be a total shift in where the center of retail is in St. John. So getting to be part of that transaction is something I'm very proud of.
I think when we were very small with Overland Realty, when we acquired Green Arm Management, Green Arm Corporation, and the assets that came with that, it was very transformative in terms of our employee base, in terms of our asset base, in terms of our geographic diversification. And it took us to a completely different level, from a very, very small real estate company to still a small but more diverse and growing company. And I think there was a lot of creativity and effort into that transaction. We beat out some larger institutions that were bidding on those assets through creativity and ingenuity. And that stands out in my mind as something that really transformed Overland into a larger entity.